Hi everyone, David here. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming back for yet another video. Hope you're all doing well. I think I'm doing okay. I'm pretty busy today, but now I'm still popping out the content for everybody. And oh yeah, also we finally reached the 400 subscribers mark again. Hopefully it's going to stay above 400. So thank you so much for helping me by subscribing and commenting and liking, all that stuff. So please tell your friends too. I want to get to 1,000 one day, so if everybody tells, 1.5 people, then we're going to get to 1,000 in no time, so please help me out. Okay, so enough jabbering, so I'm going to get to today's topic, because these intros get too long every time. I used my second Saikoro Kippu. Saikoro Kippu is the dice ticket. I'm going to put the little poster there. So if I pay 5,000 yen, I'm not going to say what that is in dollars or pounds because the exchange rate is kind of crazy at the moment. But if I pay 5,000 yen, this is a campaign from JR West. You can get like a randomly selected destination to go to. You might have seen my video last time when I went to Onomichi. That was my first Saikoro Kippu. So Saikoro is a dice, so you roll the dice and you get selected. The second one, I wanted to get Hakata in Fukuoka. Maybe you saw my video last time as well, going to Fukuoka. Sadly, I couldn't get the super cheap ticket by doing that. I got Amarube, which nobody knows where it is, except people who know about this dice ticket. Amarube is on the north coast of Hyogo Prefecture. That was my destination, but I did get a chance to stop over in Kinosaki Onsen, which is a nice onsen town. I'm going to talk about this in a minute anyway, so I'm gonna shut up. But yeah, just had a 2-day trip to Kinosaki. I had a bit of a bad luck really, just because of the weather wasn't very nice and so on. But yeah, it was a nice trip. Hope you'll enjoy it. And please visit onsen town soon, because now the borders are open. Everyone can visit Japan again. So yeah, definitely check out Kinosaki. So please watch my video. Please, as usual, please like, subscribe, comment, share this video. Sharing is, I think, the key to getting that next 600 subscribers. So please help me out and share this video. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Watch the video next. Okay, bye. Okay, my journey starts once again in Shinosaka Station, but I wasn't on the bullet train platform this time. This was the regular old train platform. Not a very busy day either. But Shinosaka Station is pretty huge. Even the JR side is pretty big. Lots of shop opportunities there and lots of connections to the rest of Kansai. But here's my ride. This is the Kow Notori train. A little bit of a strange shape, to be honest. Looks like a big sperm, but here we are. This was going to take me all the way up north to the Japan Sea side, the side of the Japan Sea, that's what I mean, to Kinosaki Onsen, very conveniently just stopping right next to me. Here's the main station here. This place is famous for crab, so you can see that scary sculpture there as well. Kinosaki is an onsen town, and there's a few of these dotted around all over Japan. They're quite popular as tourist destinations. You can see a nice little shopping street, and crab is very popular too, especially in winter. If you come in winter, you'll see much longer queues than that waiting for some crab meat. But definitely check it out. Enjoy the hot springs in the winter. As you can see, the weather took a bit of a turn for the worse, but I wanted to show you this. Well, the train was called the Kow Notori. This is a Kow Notori. This is a heron, I think, or a crane. I'm not sure. I thought I'd take some footage of this because it was just there. Is he going to catch anything? No, total failure. Never mind. What a waste of time. But there are plenty more fish in the sea, or in the canal anyway. There was some big koi carp there. I saw some people feeding them as well. I think you can do that without too much trouble. But Kinosaki Onsen's famous feature is these big canals, the kind of Venice of Hyogo Prefecture. As you can see, the weather's not particularly nice, but you can still see the beautiful views. Very picturesque for Instagram. And because it was raining, I bought an extremely bitter lemonade and watched the world go by. Mostly tourists though. It's kind of a touristy place, so yeah, if you don't want it to be too crowded, you can always take a trip, well, not even a trip, it took about 5 minutes walk away from the main town to the end of the canal. You can see the kind of flood barrier. You can see these beautiful mountains at the back. Nice moody rainy day with all the mist rolling off the forests. Yeah, I needed that to get away from the crowds a little bit. I did go in the hot springs a little bit, but I can't film in there, so I thought I'd do a bit of a walk around at night. As you can see, the city comes to life at night time. I can barely move for all the people. A lot of the places were closed, actually, even the restaurants, so please be careful. If you can find a hotel that has dinner served, then that would be even better, I think. But you can still enjoy the hot springs until quite late at night, maybe about 11 o'clock. So there's one of them there. And another one over there in the back. Yeah, there's a lot of nice hot springs, 7 main ones, but I think there are even more than that. So please check out the nightlife as well. Just relax. This was my guest house that I booked, actually like the only one left in the whole town for this month. But yeah, it's nice, nice attractive lounge area. You can just hang out there if you need to. A bit of decoration too, very quaint and modern looking, is it? Well, you can rent yukata as well. These are the kind of robes you can wear as you walk around the onsen town. I thought I'd show you the bedroom too. This was a dormitory room, which I was a bit worried about, but actually it was quite nice. You've got these bunk beds, although the top floors weren't used by anybody. You've got this is the other person who was using this, not me. I like to make my bed. But you get a nice little bed space. You even get some hangers in there, charger port right next to your bed. There's a little sliding screen too, you can see outside. A little bit noisy if you're with some people who snore. I think it's like an air purifier and air conditioner, of course. And yeah, so it was quite comfortable to sleep there. You get a little light inside as well. And don't worry about safety because the rooms have a key card lock as well. So don't worry about having your stuff nicked, except by your roommates. But my main reason for coming to Kinosaki was to use my Saikoro Kippu and, oh, excuse me, lady, was to take this rather glamorous train that this lady's wanted to stand in front of. I'm filming too, thank you. Was to go to Amarube, which is where my ticket was chosen for. Amarube, there we go. Famous for its views. It's on the Sanrin coast, a very kind of rugged, mountainous coastline. And a very historical one too. This is one of the highest train lines in this area. And you can see this huge viaduct, the Amarube Viaduct, which carries trains really quite high up along to stop at Amarube. You see a lovely day for a walk. And you can see, yeah, nice view from the top of the viaduct. So you can look around, see the rather moody looking atmosphere. It took about 40 minutes, I think, from Kinosaki Onsen, so not too bad, but please check the train schedule. You can also walk on this thing. You can see down to the depths. Sorry for my grotty shoes, but you can see right down there. It's a bit scary for some people. And you can take the huge elevator, the crystal tower, down to the bottom. Now that big red thing, that's the original structure of the viaduct. This is a kind of big red trestle bridge. It's over 100 years old. That's finally was replaced in 2010 with a big concrete one. Yeah, there's the original bridge there. That lasted almost 100 years. You can see pieces of it scattered around as well. Don't worry, it didn't blow up or anything. Also, like I said, the Sanrin coast has got a nice mountainous region, a bit unusual next to the sea, but yeah, very nice to relax. And if you're a train nerd, which is probably the reason you're there, you can go to the Tekkyo goods, which is yeah, railway goods stuff. So you can see a lot of retro railway things, like old signs and cutouts as well. Speaking of cutouts, you can have your picture taken as a giant squid or this horrible looking fish. I don't even know what that's called. Yeah, if you're into that, great. So there's the viaduct in all its glory. That's the concrete version, of course. And you can, yeah, just enjoy a bit of time by the sea. It's refreshing, especially on a frigid day like this. And also here's the Michino Eki. Now, this is kind of like a farmer's market kind of thing that they often have at stations. You've got a museum there showing the history of the bridge. And you can also buy souvenirs, of course, and some hot food as well. That looked really nice actually at this time, but that was waiting for somebody else. So go and relax and buy some local goods as well. You can get lots of types of soup and dried things and some little rice crackers here with firefly squid embedded in them. Lovely, if you're into that. And you can buy fresh fruit vegetables as well. You can see all the kinds of those tiny little garlic bulbs. And what else have we got? Some nice Japanese mushrooms. Yeah, so go wild in the aisles there. And there's also a memorial there because there was a horrible derailing accident. Some train fell off this huge bridge and landed on a factory, killing a lot of people. But there's the remains of the bridge. They've kept some of it around, so you can enjoy that. And there's the crystal tower at the back, that big glass elevator. And you can even meet the station master. This is Sora. Yeah, Japanese stations do have these eccentric animal exhibits. There's a turtle there. He wasn't playing out today. Well, that's the station master, apparently. So there we go. End of the line. You can see that huge viaduct there. There was a fence between me and that chasm there. Don't worry. So there we go. Amarube, worth a visit, especially on a nice day. A little side trip from Kinosaki. Yeah, it was kind of interesting to go there. But I had to go back to Kinosaki. I was on a tight deadline, and I took another video of a train because that's what everyone seems to do. There we go. So back in Kinosaki, yeah, you can walk around the nice sort of shopping street, lots of little restaurants, cafes, and souvenir shops. Very relaxing. Lots of people walking in the street because they're tourists and they don't follow the rules. But there we go. It's a map. You can see 7 red numbered onsen there, so you can get a one-day ticket. You can visit all of them if you want to. That's very reasonable. Much more reasonable than going one by one. It's all retro post box as well. Very cute. And yeah, here's another row of like the main street. You can get a lot of souvenirs down here, traditional souvenirs, lots of things with Kinosaki written on the top of them. I'm not sure if they're actually official local souvenirs, but you can fill up your suitcase with all kinds of things here. I don't really know what the famous thing is. I guess crab, seafood, stuff like that. Beef as well. Tajima beef is popular in this area, and you can even get some refrigerated food to go. There we go, lots of seafood, sea snail, what's that, crab, got some squid there as well, all sorts of things. So there we go, that's Kinosaki. I hope you enjoyed the view. It's stopped raining finally, so there we go. But it was time to go back to Osaka, so there's my ride. Slightly different shaped konotori on the way back, but I thought I'd show you around the inside as well because I couldn't really do that on the way there. Yeah, fairly standard train, but you have to book tickets for these trains. The konotori is a limited express. The train seats are quite comfortable as well. You can recline as well if you want to. Just watch out for the people behind you with their Pringles. And there we go, tray table, little net for keeping all your stuff, like I said before. A fairly standard issue. But there we go, goodbye Kinosaki. So it takes about almost 3 hours to get to Kinosaki from Osaka, even by this rapid train. So I thought I'd hurtle through the landscape a little bit more just to play me out. So I hope that was interesting. Please come to Kinosaki. Amarube is kind of interesting if you're into historical train places. Yeah, definitely do that. I kind of enjoyed using the Saikoro Kippu. It was interesting to have my destination chosen for me. And a beautiful landscape on the way. Yeah, Hyogo Prefecture is pretty beautiful. But yeah, thank you very much. If you like this, please leave some comments or questions in the comments below. Please like, subscribe, all that stuff. And I'll see you next time. Okay, see you, bye.